King Kong's heart melted. He put down his axe, reaching out friendly to the pitiful little yellow-haired one. He was rebellious, chomping on King Kong and fleeing. King Kong chased him angrily when a balding star suddenly appeared. 2 other stars crept up unnoticed and tackled King Kong down to the ground. King Kong was pinned down and couldn't move, but we all know who he is. He picked up a rock, thinking, "I've faced death many times." These starfolk were no match. King Kong soon turned the tables. As King Kong reached for his fallen axe, the yellow-haired guy attacked. King Kong grabbed him, using him as a weapon. See left, right. And for the finale he threw in a super smash. After taking such a hit, the little guy was still fine. The balding star still wanted to make a run. King Kong picked up a rock and tossed it, hitting the little star's head in a perfect arc. But that tough little star bounced right back up and took off. King Kong saw the hiding little guy and pulled him out. King Kong ordered him to lead to the star tribe. The little yellow-haired one walked ahead, pitifully. He acted as annoyingly as my brother. The little guy took King Kong to a peaceful lakeside. Despite being up to no good, he pretended to be innocent and then jumped into the lake to splash around, but King Kong played along. He stepped into the water for a quick rinse. You could immediately sense things went what they seemed with the mischievous look in the little guy. Suddenly, ripples formed. Something terrifying approached. A giant foot crashed down, squishing our king. Who dared? The camera revealed it was our king. Just woken, he was grumpy. His serious face hinted trouble. The scene shifted to King Kong absorbing nuclear energy in the UK. Researchers speculated that Godzilla sensed danger was imminent and was chugging down nuclear energy to boost his strength, but exactly what it was remains a mystery. After Godzilla absorbed all nuclear energy, his body raged with power. British fighter jets arrived late, but Godzilla wasn't worried. Drones started firing missiles at Godzilla, but he was as tough as nails, and the missiles barely made a dent. Instead, they just ticked him off. Godzilla saw drones as mosquitoes, charged, unleashed a pulse, disabling all drones instantly. All drones crushed. Godzilla walked from night to day, leaving destruction. Who knows how many died? Bursting with energy, Godzilla marched resolutely towards the ocean and plunged straight into its depths. King Kong was washing in the water when a big creature approached. Instinctively, he turned to see a massive caterpillar. The caterpillar mistook King Kong. The yellow-haired guy fled. They fought fiercely, neither backing down. Ultimately, King Kong was dragged into the lake by the caterpillar. The surface calmed, but endless dangers lurked beneath. Suddenly, King Kong burst out of the water. However, the caterpillar was still wrapped around him. Meanwhile, the little yellow-haired guy was making a speedy getaway. Just as he celebrated escaping, King Kong's axe fell in front of him. The yellow-haired guy fell hard. As he stood, he saw a bigger fish head in front of him. Thinking King Kong would scold, he was surprised when Kong just told him to keep leading, saying nothing about it. This time, the little guy knew fear. As the sun set, seeing King Kong enjoying a meal, he wanted to scrounge some. But pride stopped him. King Kong noticed the little guy's longing gaze. He awkwardly looked down. King Kong wasn't tight-fisted. King Kong broke off fish for him, but the little guy was cautious. King Kong sighed and threw it on the ground, eat it or not. The little guy glanced, picked up the fish, and ran to eat. Looking back at King Kong, he thought maybe he's not bad. Then, cautiously sitting beside King Kong, they resembled a father and son enjoying the sunset. Full, they continued their journey. There was a giant skeleton, length and identity unknown. Some guessed it was an ancient dragon, others a snake clan. King Kong walked on top of it, feeling like an ant facing a human. In this vast emptiness, it was like a hellish scene. Who would have thought that the companions had been searching for were all trapped here, toiling away with heavy stones? This sight made King Kong uneasy. He wanted to rescue his kin, so he challenged Scarface with a mighty roar. Scarface waved his 99-meter bone whip, Kong his mighty axe. With monkeys cheering, battle was about to begin. Although Scarface was nimble, wrestling King Kong into submission in the face of sheer power, all his moves were just showy tricks. King Kong seized the opportunity to counterattack, flipping Scarface over and tossing him miles away. His minions attempted a hit, targeting King Kong, and despite the attacks, King Kong was untouchable. The minions couldn't lay a finger on him. King Kong charged forward to help his friends. But Scarface blocked him, holding a stronger move. He aimed a glowing bone at King Kong, and in the next moment, darkness fell. A titan beast appeared. It was the legendary Snow Demon, looking like Godzilla, but even larger. It was said that the Snow Demon was one of the oldest titans, with a chilling breath powerful enough to freeze the entire Earth. But now it was controlled by Scarface. Following his command, the Snow Demon unleashed its icy breath at King Kong, who managed to block the attack with sheer force. However, his muscles and nerves were severely damaged. Facing a powerful foe, the clever Kong urged a hasty retreat. Eventually, with the little Kong's help, they came back down to seek help. Seeing the battered King Kong, the dentist rushed over to check. He looked like he was in immense pain. Not good at all. Looks like his temper got the better of him. He didn't have a day left in that arm. To help King Kong, the dentist headed back to base and brought back a mechanical arm for him. When King Kong woke, he eagerly tried it. Wow, so powerful. I did it. Meanwhile, Smart Kong returned to HQ. He told Scarface everything. Upon learning Kong lived and got human help, Scarface was furious.